My name is Mike Thomas. I'm the Director of Innovation at Upstream 360, and I'm going to tell you one of my favorite stories about innovation. It's about a guy named Joe Rohde, who was an Imagineer at Disney World, and he had an idea that he wanted to do a zoo and make it the best zoo in the world. So he went to the board of directors at Disney and said, guys, I have this amazing idea. Like, nobody does zoos very well, and Disney can do the best. Let's go make the best zoo in the world. And he expected a great response from the board, but the board kind of looked at each other. They looked around and said, you know what, Joe, I see you're excited, but zoos have been done. Like, everybody has a zoo. Disney creates magical experiences that nobody's seen before. So I appreciate the energy, but we're not going to do a zoo at this time. So Joe was a little frustrated. He realized maybe he should have brought a little more into the presentation. So he went back to his office, said, you know what, this next time I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna really wow them. So he came up with the data, presentations, bells and whistles, all the things you can imagine the Disney Imagineer would put together, went back into the boardroom and just wowed them with his presentation. And the board looked around, they were smiling. You could tell they were really enjoying it, but as they got to the end of the presentation, they said, you know what, Joe, again, it's great. Good data, and I can see why you're excited about it, but still, it's just a zoo, and Disney doesn't do a zoo. So he was more frustrated this time, and he went back to his office and was stumped as to how he was gonna bring this to life. And as he was going through how to do it the next time, he had an idea. This third time, he didn't bring any paper, he didn't bring a presentation, he didn't bring any data. He just brought a live tiger into the room. So as he walked into the boardroom, board members at first were terrified and thought, oh crap, we really should have listened to this guy the first time. But pretty soon that terror turned into wonder as they looked at this tiger and saw how the teeth and how big the teeth were, and they saw the muscles of this tiger move. And these board members, who were the serious button-up adults, turned into children. And then they smiled and just enjoyed this tiger in front of them. The board looked at Joe, they smiled and said, we get it now. All right, you can go off and you can make your zoo. And so Joe didn't go off and just make a zoo, he created an animal kingdom. And that animal kingdom is the largest zoo in the world today. So the lesson from all this, it's not enough just to have an idea, to have passion, to have data. Like, you have to make the unreal real. And so come up with your big idea, make a prototype, and make it real, and just bring the tiger into the room.